What's going on with my Wi-Fi, man? Shout out to everybody, man. I don't know what's going on. Maybe my Wi-Fi. I tried to go live a second ago. It wouldn't cooperate. So let's see what's shaking and baking this morning. See if anybody come up in the spot. Boy. Um, I want to chop it up about LSU versus Iowa. Women's college basketball championship. And I haven't been feeling women's sports in a long time for several reasons, some political, some personal. I think mainly it's just been trash. Every now and then in women's basketball, you'll get a real baller. I remember when UConn was lighting it up. When I was coming up, I was into it. When UConn had the best players. I believe they was paid at the time, but whatever, right? It didn't matter. Um, UConn had the best players, and they were just dominating. Shout out to South Carolina. I like to give credit when credit's due, even though I'm not watching all their games. Dawn Staley putting on a powerhouse in South Carolina. She got a powerhouse down there. Um, Iowa beat them this year, but shit happens, man. You lose some. I think South Carolina was a better matchup for LSU. But like I say, I haven't been watching all the games, but I tuned in to the championship game, of course. 10 million people tuned in. But they talking about the situation at the end of the game between the girl Reese, what's her name, Angel Reese, and the point guard for Iowa, Caitlin. I forgot these girls' names. That's how much I'm not even into it. But they made it a racial thing. And I'm like, dog, this ain't nothing new, dog. You got to understand, they made movies about this, White Man Can't Jump. When Larry Bird was coming up, Larry Bird used to ball with the brothers, if y'all haven't seen his documentary. When Larry Bird was growing up in French Lick, Indiana, he wanted to ball with the best guys. So he got out there with the brothers and proved himself. Now, the reality of that, yeah, Angel Reese. We gonna get into all of this shit. I'm gonna give my opinion. Some of y'all gonna like me, some of y'all gonna hate me. Um, Larry Bird used to ball with the brothers in Indiana. And he balled out. Larry Bird, one of the best players we ever seen in his era. And the reality is, a lot of guys in the NBA at that time was jealous of Larry Bird because of the attention that he got. People that don't know, Isaiah Thomas called them out. I'm talking about the original Isaiah Thomas, Zeke, the best point guard that ever played the game to me, Zeke. He called out Larry Bird, and he was like, if Larry Bird was a black or African American player, he would just be an average player. That's false. And the reality is that's not true. White, black, Larry Bird had limited athleticism, and he balled out, and he won 3 championships. I think he got like 3 MVPs, Rookie of the Year, Hall of Fame, Dream Team, all of that. That's not true. But they were jealous at the time of the attention he was getting. And then a lot of people were jealous at the attention that Michael Jordan started to get. It is what it is. You know what I mean? They always wanted to see other races, dominate the game of basketball. When Yao Ming came into the league, he globalized the sport more than, Michael Jordan globalized it, but Yao Ming took that shit to China and made China the second biggest market for the NBA. Y'all gotta understand. Y'all remember when Jeremy Lin was lighting it up for like 20 games? They named it Linsanity. You know what I mean? They always wanted another race to come into the game because it's predominantly black and dominate. This ain't nothing new. So they made the national championship game about race. You got these young people, young kids, 19, 20, 21 years old, out there balling and just make it about the game. I'm talking about the media. So at the end of the game, y'all know, y'all seen what happened. The girl, Angel Reese, she did the "you can't see me" in the girl's face. You can't see me. And, kind of follow her around. I thought it was excessive. What up, Max, for you? I'm going to be honest. I thought it was excessive. You already won the chip. The white girl, Caitlin Steele, was the best player on the court. See, here's the thing. LSU built that team from the transfer portal. And I'm just keeping it real. They built that team from the transfer portal. They paid those players to compete with South Carolina because Don Staley's building a powerhouse, right? They took that coach from Baylor. That's the same coach that coached Brittany Griner when Brittany Griner was dominating. And they brought her, dropped the bag on her, took her to LSU, and, she got to produce. They gave her a bag. They gave her money to spend on these players, and she built the team to compete with South Carolina. Iowa never stood a chance. They was too small. They not athletic enough. They had one, star for real. So there was, like the media twisted it up and tried to make it seem like, everybody was calling LSU ghetto and all of that. Do they have ghetto ratchet tendencies? Yes, that's the state of Louisiana. I lived in Louisiana for 2 years. You can't tell me nothing. Been all through that state. Still go to New Orleans on a regular basis. Is it a little ratchet? Yeah. The LSU football team is ratchet. I'm just being honest. Do your research on the LSU football team. I used to be an LSU fan till they kept breaking my heart. Now I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan. Hey, it is what it is. Nigga, I'll jump ship. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. If you ain't winning, I got to jump ship, nigga. But here, and Georgia gonna win 3 in a row, nigga. I bet the crib on it. But are the girls from LSU a little ratchet? Yes, man. Yes. And see, here's the thing. We can't even say the truth no more without trying to make it this, negative, racial, anti-black thing. You know what I'm saying? They listening to Lil Boosie, NBA YoungBoy in the locker room. They cussing. They acting like niggas. Half the team look like niggas. If you look at the LSU basketball team, I'm talking about the women's, they look like men. Tatted up, dreadlocks, lineups. That's why I don't watch women's basketball no more. I'm just going to be honest. When I watch women's basketball, is when they were feminine. They look like women. Angel Reese is the next Brittany Griner. If y'all don't see what's going on, this is a bigger play. She's the next Brittany Griner. You know what I'm saying? But she only 6'3". She made the whole speech about, this is for all the black girls that look like me and blah, 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 blah. And at the end of the day, I disagree with that shit. You know what I'm saying? I disagree with that shit. You dig? They trying to make her to the next Brittany Griner, the next victim, and I don't think that's right. You know what I'm saying? These essentially were young kids, man, out there balling. You know what I'm saying? And so the argument was the white girl Caitlin had did this in a game. I think the Elite Eight. In a game with Louisville. She did the Tony. I call it the Tony Yayo. That's Tony Yayo was doing this. Y'all remember? I know you don't love me. All that. That was Tony Yayo. They say it's John Cena. I call it the Tony Yayo, right? But here's the point. They say the white girl did it first, but let's keep it real. When the white girl did it, it was kind of quick. She did it, kept it moving. The girl, Angel Reese, followed her around the court. You know what I'm saying? She followed her around the court, did the ring finger thing. It was a bit excessive. I'm like, all right, y'all winning the game. And then she rolled her eyes. The whole black girl thing or whatever. Let's just keep it a buck. That's what she did. It wasn't the same. If you play the video side by side, it wasn't the same. When the white girl did it, Caitlin, she wasn't doing it to anybody in particular. She was just doing it after she scored the bucket. You know what I mean? I'm just being 100, man. It wasn't the same. And y'all see how the media try to spin it? The media tries to spin it like, oh, they did the same thing. And that. No, the white girl didn't chase anybody on the court with the ring finger. No, she did not. She did it real quick, kept it moving, man. So it wasn't the same. I mean, either way, I don't really care. But I'm letting you know how media spins this. And they ain't doing nothing but destroying the game of basketball, women's basketball. They destroying it. 10 million people, almost 10 million people watch the women's championship game. They're not talking about the team. They talking about some racial bullshit that they're trying to concoct. The social justice warriors, the LGBTQ community, they trying to concoct another story when women's college basketball is back on the map. I finally watched the game, but we can't talk about the game. We got to talk about the other distractions of the game. And now I'm like, fuck it, I'm done watching the games again. Y'all fucked it up for me. Now I'm done with y'all. I'm done. And the reality is, a lot of those girls from LSU are jealous. The white girl, Caitlin, player of the year, she balled out. And they never going to admit it. We seen it with Larry Bird. They was jealous of Larry Bird. They were jealous. Y'all seen they put Magic Johnson against Magic Johnson against Larry Bird. They put them together since college. This is nothing new, people. Are you a student of history or what? You know what I'm saying? Are you a student of history? We've seen this play to boost ratings. And this is what the media is doing, but they're going about it all wrong. If you want to boost the ratings of college, of women's basketball, period, they got to ball out. Stop with the social justice crap and let them ball like they used to. UConn, y'all remember the UConn women's basketball team where they were dominating? When they were dominating, it wasn't about nothing but basketball. It wasn't about the LGBTQ. It wasn't, half the bras was gay. It wasn't about this or that or race. It was white girls, black girls on one team balling. Nope. You know what I'm saying? I remember those days. UConn was a powerhouse for women's basketball. I mean, the men just won the championship last night. But again, ain't nobody talking about the game. They trying to concoct the story when there's not no story there. You know what I'm saying? It's not no story there. Like, leave that shit alone. I tell you this, y'all don't remember, there was a girl from Memphis that cold-cocked a fucking girl right after the game. They was in a fucking line to shake hands. Woo, she wouldn't have did that to a black girl, I'm gonna be honest. You know what I mean? That was a lick, and I didn't really respect it. You a 6'3" black girl. I'm sorry. You 6'3", tall black girl. You already, you know, got that going against you in terms of your image. And then you kind of got the black girl attitude shit. And then you go up to like a little 6-foot white girl, skinny as a motherfucker, with a big nose. You're not going to win that in the court of public opinion. She wouldn't have did that to the girl from Memphis. If that was Memphis, the girl would have smacked her right in the mouth. She wouldn't have did that to them South Carolina girls. Them South Carolina girls beefy as fuck. So to me, it's like the bully picking on the smallest guy in school. She wouldn't have did that. It's some jealousy there, people. There's some jealousy there. Nobody's going to admit it. It's some jealousy there because the white girl got all the attention. But she was the player of the year. And I'm tired of this racial victim narrative that they're trying to spin. You know what I'm saying? That nobody can say anything. No, the girls from LSU are kind of ratchet. Look at the music they play in the locker room. I'm not go watch for yourself. They playing Lil Boosie. You want to talk shit? You want to run your mouth? I mean, come on, man. That's ratchet music. On purpose. Like, do we, yeah, there's some ratchet shit going on. You know what I'm saying? To me. I'm not saying that they don't need to play, but I'm calling it what I see it. If y'all was to see those same LSU basketball team walking in your neighborhood, bumping Lil Boosie, you would call them ratchet, man. But we can't say that. So fuck it, let's just leave it alone. If you was to go to a club and see that team acting like that, you will leave out like, this ain't my scene. You be like, man, it's a little bit too ratchet. So why can't we call it ratchet? Because they're a basketball team? Because they're black women? Because most of them are LGBTQ? Why can't we say it's a ratchet a texture with that? I'm sorry, it is. I'm sorry. I can't say that, though. So I'm just going to keep it a bean with y'all, man. I didn't like the narrative, man. We've seen this before. They always want a great white hype. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big boxing fan. Y'all remember Ricky Hatton? Y'all don't remember Ricky Hatton? They try to make Ricky Hatton the next one. So Floyd Mayweather got a piece of his ass. Rocky Balboa, anybody? They made movies about this. They always wanted a great white hype, people. And it makes people jealous. The LSU girls, they're a little jealous because the skinny little white girl really was the one that brought the ratings. That's the reality. Everybody was tuning in to watch her. Like, yo, who is this little white girl lighting everybody up with some swag? She Larry Bird 2.0. So again, it's like, come on with the racial victim narrative. If somebody put a camera in my face and say, hey, what do you think about the LSU women's basketball team? The first thing I'm going to say, man, they was bought. Transfer portal. They bought that team. That's the first thing I'm going to say. They bought the team. That team was bought. It wasn't homegrown. It was bought, for one. And for two, I'm going to say the hell with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care because I don't watch them. It was nothing for me to watch. I don't watch women's basketball anymore because they trash. They horrible. They don't have any skills. The last girl I seen with real skills was the girl Maya. What's her name? She played for the Lynx. Maya. She like the best one to me too, man, of all time. She could have been a GOAT. She retired early. Maya. She played for UConn. She won 3 championships. 4. Maya. Somebody help me out. Maya Moore. She should be the GOAT, but she kind of dipped off quietly. That was the last girl I seen with real skills. Like, I'm talking about skills. Shoot, pass, can see the game. That's why I don't watch them. It's not me discriminating. The bitches can't play. I'm sorry. Brittany Griner got famous for being damn near 7 foot and she was dunking the basketball. She became infamous at Baylor. She was just the biggest one. Yep. You hit the genetic lottery. She had no skills, man. But I can't say that. Oh, no, C-Boogie. You can't say that. Oh, no, you can't say that. Brittany Griner is trash compared to Rebecca Lobo. Facts, not my opinion. That is a fucking fact. The girls can't play. They have no skills. This is why nobody watches them. Look at the ratings for the WNBA. This is facts, people. Nobody watches them. It's a welfare program. So anyway, I just want to get that off my chest. Why I don't really watch it no more. Brittany Griner was known for dunking the basketball. And she was damn near 7 foot. That was it. She had no skills. I was already looking at it like, yo, this girl can't even ball. You know what I'm saying? This girl can't even ball. That's why I say women's basketball took an L. They took an L. Truth be told, that was one big L. They should have made it about the game. How can we boost the game to the next level? Nope, they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. They want to make it some victimhood shit. I've been to Baton Rouge. They ghetto. You want me to say, fuck it. You niggas gonna hate, yeah, it's a lot of ratchet shit. I've been to Baton Rouge plenty of times. You know what I mean? It is what it is. America has made its choice. No, America said, we don't want to see. This was what America said. I'm just telling you, this is fact. You know what I mean? They said it without saying it. We would rather see the skinny little white girls out there balling than a bunch of motherfucking look like young men out there. That's really what most of them look like. Look like young men out there balling, tatted up, looking like young boys, acting like young boys, uncouth. America said, we'd rather watch Little White Girl. That's what America said. I didn't say it. They said it. I ain't watching none of them. I don't give a damn about none of them. Because they can't ball. The last girl that can ball was Maya Moore. I was done after that. They can't ball. They ain't got no skills. But America said, boom. America said, we'd rather watch them because they more ladylike. That's what America said. They act like they got a little bit of discipline. You know what I mean? Keeping it 100. Even when I watch football, I'm a big football fan. I don't like all that celebrating, dancing, doing it. I hate when niggas do that. You know what I'm saying? I like a little spike or whatever. Cool. Niggas be running way down the field, doing all this taking pictures, dancing together, all this choreographed stupid shit that Terrell Owens and Chad Ochocinco was famous for. Stop that stupid shit. I can't stand when the men do it. All that extra stupid shit, man. Play the fucking game. The NFL is the worst we have ever seen. The worst we ever seen. Anytime the Ravens got to pull an offensive coordinator from a college team to come and coach your quarterback, you're trash. The playbooks are this fucking... Yo, this is an NFL playbook for a quarterback. This shit right here. This is a playbook for an NFL quarterback right here. They got the coach in their ear telling them who to throw to. Dak Prescott can't even make more than 2 reads. These guys are trash. But yet, they got time to do all these handshakes and celebrations and run down the field and take pictures. You guys are horrible. We a long way from Dan Marino. We a long way from Dan Marino, baby. We a long way from John Elway. I ain't go down the list. Peyton Manning days is over. When the last time you seen a good audible? Football is trash, but don't nobody want to say it. We're going to watch it anyway because we distracted. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's just my take on it, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely a long way from Joe Montana. You dig? They try to spin the whole thing to make it a narrative about race and victimhood and all of this when it wasn't nothing there. Was the celebration from the LSU girl a bit excessive to me? It was a bit excessive to me. You know what I mean? She didn't just do it. She followed the girl around the court. Now, if the white girl would have reacted, it probably would have been a fight breaking out. They was jealous of the white girl. Don't nobody want to keep it real. Y'all got to be students of history, people. We seen it with Larry Bird. Go do your research. Isaiah Thomas, at the time, the best point guard in the league, him or Magic Johnson, whatever you want to go, was jealous of Larry Bird. He'll never admit it. He was jealous of Larry Bird, man. And if there's anybody to be jealous of, Larry Bird should be the one. That motherfucker was nasty, man. Larry Bird ain't give a fuck what color you was. He came to ball. He wanted to play against the best. I got a lot of respect for Larry Bird because he balled with the brothers. He put his dudes down. He would go to the court in Indiana and ball with the brothers. You got to salute that. Don't hate on him. You got to give him his credit. He paid his dues. But there was a lot of jealousy because the Detroit Pistons felt like they wasn't getting their just due at the time. But they were ghetto, Detroit. They were fighting all the time. You know what I'm saying? All this stupid shit, a lot of distractions and shit. Dressing like the Oakland Raiders. The NBA ain't really know how to promote that. So they put the white boy. And they put Magic Johnson on camera. And when Michael Jordan blew up, it was over. It was over. Then they gave it to Mike. It was Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. Jill Biden inviting both teams. I don't really know how I feel about that. I think it's kind of corny. You know what I'm saying? I think it's kind of corny. That's not protocol. Whoever won the championship should go. That's not protocol. Now, if she want to invite the little white girl, Caitlyn, because she player of the year, if she want to invite her to something else, that's different. Correspondence dinner, you want to just walk her around, whatever. I ain't got no problem with that. But you can't invite both teams. Like, come on, man. Maybe she was trying to stop this racial divide. I don't fucking know. It could be something to it. Maybe she want to get both the girls in the same room to talk. It could be, I don't know, man. But it's kind of corny. Like, leave it alone. You know what I mean? This shit whack. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think too. Donald Trump announced that he's running back for president. So the Bidens trying to position themselves. You know what I'm saying? So it's politics, man. The Bidens trying to position themselves because they know Trump about to go back at it. At least that's what he say. So that's political. That's corny. But the reality is this, man. We gotta stop with the victimhood shit. That's my whole thing. I didn't like the way they spun it. Stop with the victimhood. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm on TikTok. I be on TikTok. I see the LSU girls being ratchet. I just keep it moving. You can't get mad when somebody call it what it is. You know what I'm saying? Reese and Clark about to cut promo. Caitlin Reese, they're trying to build her up. And she can ball, from what I seen. I ain't watched too much, but the highlights, she can ball. She got a shot. She can pass. She see the field. She see the court. She can ball. Can't take nothing from the little white girl. So, you know, she might be #1 pick. I don't know. I don't watch WNBA. I don't give a fuck who's on the court. I'm done with it until they get some girls that can ball. If the girl Caitlyn can ball, I'll watch it. I don't give a fuck about none of them. They can't ball. Tell them I said it. Y'all can't ball. I'm talking about basic fundamental skills. Nope, they ain't got it no more. You know what I'm saying? WNBA is a bunch of 6'4" girls just getting offensive rebounds and throwing it back up. You got a couple of them that can shoot the ball. I'm like, who want to watch this shit? That's all they do. If you take a look at WNBA, a bunch of girls that's 6'4", 6'5", getting offensive rebounds and putting them back up. I'm like, what is this? It's not fun to watch. Give me something spectacular, man. You know what I'm saying? Give me a girl with a crossover, some footwork. They trash. They want equal pay though. They tripping. How the fuck you get no ratings and then you want equal pay? It makes no sense. You gotta do equal work. That's what crazy. You know, the entitlement shit. You know what I mean? LeBron James and Steph Curry can get you ratings. That's just the reality. They bring in endorsements. It's all about measurables, man. You know what I'm saying? Business people want measurables. Something tangible. Period. WNBA, they bugging. We can't share the revenue. It's not even close. Y'all don't bring in money. The WNBA get nothing but subsidies from the NBA. I'm like, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? And the reality is, they don't want to talk about the real problem. And I'm gonna say it on my channel. The real problem is America has voted. We don't want to see a bunch of women looking like men throwing up offensive rebounds. I'm sorry. They'll rather watch Ronda Rousey. Why? Because she still looked like a woman. She was a little bit too buff, but she still looked like a woman. I'm sorry. But I can't say that. They'll rather watch females fight in the UFC in the octagon. Look at the ratings. America has voted. Let's move on, people. Don't nobody want to see a bunch of women that look like men, act like men. I didn't vote. America voted. No, we ain't watching that shit. They out there pulling each other hair, arguing. That there's no class to the shit now. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the WNBA. Not college. I'm talking about the WNBA. The WNBA. The reality is they put the spotlight on the white girl in Iowa, and that's what got the ratings. It was one of the highest rating championship games ever. What's the difference? We know the difference. They put the spotlight on the white girl. When South Carolina was dominating, they didn't get those ratings, so it doesn't disprove it. It's a fact. America has voted. We rather see this. We will watch it if we can see this. America voted, people. Give it a real. Here's what it is. America voted. America said, we're a little tired of this. That's really what America said. We're a little tired of that. We'd rather watch this. But look, I ain't got no I ain't got no fight. I ain't got no dog in the fight. I'm just giving my commentary. I don't give a damn about. I ain't watching none of them in the WNBA unless they prove they can ball. But I don't like the racial victimhood they try to spill. Dawn Staley wasn't talking that shit when she was winning. You lost fair and square to Iowa. Matter of fact, Iowa did them so greasy. Iowa, they didn't even guard them past the 3-point line. Like, go ahead, let them shoot. Why? Because South Carolina built their team to compete with LSU. Big, beefy, tall girls, and they couldn't compete with the speed and the shooting of Iowa. I think South Carolina would have beat LSU. It would have been a different story. Probably would have got more ratings. And one more thing I'm going to bring to the table, people. The girl, Angel Reese, knew she was going to go viral. She wanted her Sha'Carri Richardson moment. It comes down to that. It comes down to that. You know what I'm saying? She working on her brand. She on the phone, FaceTiming Lil Wayne, NBA YoungBoy. She working on her brand to bring in more money. She did that to go viral, people. That's just the reality. I don't think she got a personal problem with the white girl, Caitlyn. Maybe she's a little jealous because of the attention. Okay. So she had to do what she had to do. We see people do this shit all the time. You give them a microphone, you give them a spotlight, they do the fucking most, right? They just do the most. We live in a day and age where you have to go viral. So that's the last layer to the cake. It was premeditated. Y'all know it was premeditated, man. When she did that with the ring, that was premeditated. They talked about it. Hey, if we win, I'm going to do it. She wanted to go viral. She wanted everybody to say her name. She wanted her Sha'Carri Richardson moment. Maybe she'll get an endorsement by Nike. I don't know. It's corny. But, hey, this the age we live in. She wouldn't have did that to the girl from Memphis. The girl from Memphis would have took out her fronts because they really hood in Memphis. They really hood. The girl from Memphis already proved I'm going to smack the shit out of you. She wouldn't have did that to a black player. So it was all set up for Angel Reese to go viral. That was it. There ain't no big racial thing to it. They try to make it racial. Whatever, man. I'm tired of the victimhood from black people. You can't say nothing to us. If you're acting ratchet, I'm going to call it ratchet. If I walk outside with my shirt off and my pants sagging, somebody call me ghetto, I can't get mad. I can't get mad. Call it by its proper name, nigga. You acting ghetto. So, anyway, look, man, we got to stop, black people. Stop with the victimhood. Stop with the victimhood shit. That's all I'm saying. Stop with the victimhood shit. The shit kind of whack to me. Kind of corny, man. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. LSU was bought. They bought a championship. Congratulations. Let's see if you do it next year. That's all I got to say. That team wasn't homegrown. Look at it. Look at the roster. That's a transfer portal team. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's what it is. Call it like I said. It's a transfer portal team. So, any questions, ladies and gentlemen? I gave my insight on it. I don't really give a damn either way, but I just don't like the way they spent it. I think it's an L for college basketball, women's college basketball. It's an L. It's not a win. Nobody's talking about LSU right now, so it's an L. LSU won the championship, but nobody talking about that. They're talking about the two girls, you know what I mean, up in each other's face. So it's an L. They're not talking about LSU being a powerhouse. They're not talking about LSU winning the chip next year. Nobody even knows what Vegas says. Doesn't matter. They're talking about the two girls. That's an L. That's an L. You know what I'm saying? That's an L. To me, that's an L. We don't even know the name of the players on either team. It's an L. You know what I'm saying? That's an L. It's just period. No one is talking about Iowa program either. Iowa didn't win. They didn't win. So, you know, it's like a false equivalency. LSU won, but nobody's talking about the team. I don't even know names of the other girls on the team. Nobody's talking. Everybody talking about Angel Reese. That was premeditated to go viral. Somebody told her to do that. Congratulations. Take this L. Take this L. Hey, yo, Max Warrior, just take the L, man. Come on. Come on, man. You up in the chat. Take the L, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta take the L sometimes, man. South Carolina will be back next year. Maybe it'll be a clash. I don't know. Some of these girls probably go to the pros. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? It was premeditated to go viral. They're trying to make it racial. Black people ain't got no more racial cards. Shit is over. We done used our racial cards so much. Don't nobody care no more. Like, the first lady of the United States, like, fuck it, we bring both of them to the White House. Nobody cares no more about the black card because we abused that motherfucker. And when you really need it, you can't even use it no more. We just abused the black card, man. Y'all know we do. Like, yo, you get one black card every 4 years. This is my estimation. You get one black card every 4 years that you can throw out. Boom. That's it. And you got to use it at the appropriate time. Some people may use it to get out of jail. Some people may use it to keep their job. Some people may use it for whatever. You get one black card. But damn, you don't get 50 of them, man. And we pretty much abused this shit at this point. So, the first lady of the country, like, fuck it, bring them both to the White House. We don't give a fuck about the black girl plight. Because we abused the black card, people. We abused it. Nobody cares. And if it wasn't the black card, it would have been the gay card. It would have been some kind of social justice card they played. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. And you know what's funny? The black girls from LSU, they try to make it racial. They don't even know that they get their ideology from liberal white women. That's probably from Iowa or something like that. We don't know. San Francisco. They get their whole pathology and ideology through liberal white women. No, can't say that. Oh, no. Yep, like my man said, that's the irony. That's the crazy part. Like, y'all bros got more in common than apart. Pretty sure half the Iowa team is gay, but they don't look like men. They're not attractive, but they don't look like men. I'm pretty sure they got the same ideology, bro. I don't, you know, it might be a couple conservatives on there. For the most part, they probably got more in common than they have apart. Because the reality is, for women's basketball, women's soccer, it's been all about that rainbow flag. You know it, and I know it. And Maxwell, you don't play with me this morning. For real. Because I'm cooking right now. And I got to go in a minute. I got an appointment. I got to get to this money. I got to detoxify myself for my client. I'm cooking this morning. No, I mean, matter of fact, let me change these vibrations. I got to change the vibrations, man. So the point is, the girls got more in common than they got apart. You dig? The girl Caitlyn and Angel Reese should be best friends. I bet you they got the same ideology. I bet you. I bet you 1,000,000%. I bet you both of them support that rainbow flag and they hate Donald Trump. I bet you. I bet. I bet you. I just want them to ball. No, you don't want them to ball. They did ball. You want America to support the LSU basketball team, and America has voted and said, we do not want a bunch of women that look like Ja Morant balling. America said that, not C Boogie. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just a reporter for this morning. I know y'all gonna hate me. Let's change the vibrations, people. Let's change the vibrations, people. We gotta raise the vibrations. America said we don't want to watch Ja Morant. You know what I mean? So they would rather watch a little skinny white girl with a big ass nose. What you gonna do? Sha'Carri Richards. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Stop with the victimhood. Somebody say Trump 2024. Donald Trump said, I don't give a fuck if you arrest me. I'm still running. Yo, Trump is crazy, son. You kind of got to tilt your hat to Trump a little bit because he is one fighter. Like, no, you already was the president. He got impeached twice. We forget about that. And then he said, I want it again. Donald Trump want to smoke. You got to tilt your hat, brothers. Donald Trump wants to smoke. Excuse me. I got a lot of respect for that shit, man. Like, the nigga got impeached twice, and he still wants smoke. The FBI is going through his house and all kind of shit. I was like, God damn. Donald Trump want to smoke, people. I kind of respect it for real. Look, man, let me speak on this for a second. I'm very concerned about the United States foreign policy. You know, we're going to talk about this. I'm only talking about social commentary no more. I'm done talking about the women and all of that shit. We're talking about social commentary and niggatry on this channel. That's pretty much what we're doing. And we're going to mix a little business. You know what I mean? Just average, everyday brother shit. I got a Patreon full of videos where we can talk about the dime game. But I'm on to this social commentary. I'm very concerned about our fucking foreign policy in this country, man. You know what I'm saying? I got to start going live more and start to discuss some of these current events. You dig? Because at the end of the day, we are at war with Russia, people. And we need to really understand what's going on. We at war with Russia, and gotta understand what that really means, what that implicates. You know what I'm saying? We got Chinese spy balloons and all kind of crazy shit. We gotta deal with this. We need to work on our foreign policy as a country. Our foreign policy is weak. Whoever you vote for, I don't give a damn. That should be your number one concern, is our foreign policy at this point. Because this nation is at its weakest. We just got back from 2 20-year wars. You know, if there's ever a time for an attack on this nation, is right now, because we don't have the soldiers to defend this nation. So you got to look at that foreign policy. I'm just being honest with you, man. Not at war like that, bro. It's a currency war, dog. It's a cyber war. It's a money war. It's a war of the minds. War is war. You know what I'm saying? The same way the United States and Great Britain brought opium to China. Y'all remember the Chinese opium wars? They didn't have to go to war. They got their people hooked on dope. Over 14 million people was hooked on dope in China. They had to go through a lot to get those people back together. China has fought its battles, and it was ugly, and they had very dark days. So you don't always have to get the rifle. There's ways to wage war. China has not forgot what the United Nations has did to their people. So they're getting us back through TikTok and any other thing that they can get us back with. China has not forgotten. And they're not supposed to forget. It's our job as the United States to defend this nation. But we so distracted with stupid shit that we ain't paying attention. The hell with that championship game. Motherfucker, this nation is at its weakest. Who's going to defend this nation if another attack comes? Angel Reese, the white girl Caitlyn, they're not going to do nothing but wave the rainbow flag. So anyway, this nation was the strongest after World War II, people. After World War II, that's when the nation was at its strongest. Right now, this nation is at its weakest point. I'm very concerned. I pray about it. I'm trying to tell you. I'm not prophesizing anything. I just know what I see. China has not forgot. So whoever you vote for, we got to check that foreign policy. What are we going to do? What's going on? Because right now, we don't even have the strength to man this country, to man this nation. We don't have the manpower to man this nation. And it's all fun and games until they come. And are we ready as a nation? Probably not. We too busy worried about, college basketball and shit. There's nothing wrong with, I love sports, but come on, man, there's other things that's important too. So, get your mind right, get your health together, get your spiritual health together, your emotional health, and let's stay focused too. We got you, people. I'm trying to tell you. Anyway, catch y'all another time, man. Peace.